wake that ass up.
In the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
Yes, indeed.
The brother Tank. What's up, Tank?
When?
You know, I'm in here, man.
Looking younger and younger every time we see you, man.
Yeah. I use a good exfoliant.
Oh, you did?
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
What's your routine in the morning? You got a face routine in the morning?
No. Well, I use my wife's, beauty tools and stuff.
Okay,
you know
okay,
what I'm saying? Zena Foster Beauty.
I know
Get over there,
that's
gotta get you a free
sure do.
package. Yeah, I
Yes.
get you right. But that's about it. You know what I'm saying? A little Dove.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
I keep it clean.
Tank always happy. Every time you see Tank, he
Yes,
happy.
yo.
No, I don't care. Wherever you see Tank, if it's a club, if it's out in the street,
Yeah,
Tank is always
man,
happy.
like
He's always
this-
in a good mood.
Listen, she's apparently been listening to my music, so I feel good about that.
Yes, I
You know
have.
what I'm
Tank
saying?
walked in, Tank looked at Jesse and said, somebody been in there.
and didn't get out. You know what I'm saying? Said,
R&B money,
this
you
ain't
know?
funny. You understand what I'm saying? This here is serious.
So, Tank is always
Congratulations to
happy.
you, though.
Thank you so
That's
much.
really awesome.
I
I'm
appreciate
really
that.
happy for you.
Do you make your you make your music for those moments to get people
Hell
pregnant? Yeah.
Yeah. That was kind of the point in the beginning. Everything we do is for the attention of a woman or women, for that matter, depending on how you plan it. You know what I'm saying? So for me, musically, I want to be connected to as many of those moments as humanly possible. I want to be responsible for bringing life into the universe.
Have people come up to you and said, I nutted in my
Absolutely.
girl because of you. I shot the club up.
I've met the kids.
Wow.
He's here because of you, Tank.
Damn.
Yeah, no, I was born because I'm that old now. You know what I'm saying? To where I've met the children,
Yes.
the offspring of my music. So I'm really proud of that.
Absolutely.
I see. It feels like R&B, especially the 90s, 2000s R&B has picked up a lot more. Have you noticed that as well?
Absolutely, the feeling.
I was going
Right?
to ask you that.
It's the feeling of it is what's back. People want to, and it's what's crazy is that, of course, I give credit to the women for keeping R&B in the mainstream conversation, right? They have been kicking ass and taking names, right? But I gotta give some credit to hip hop, to the sampling of all of this old R&B that they've been bringing back to the forefront and making people take a deep dive into what those samples are and rediscovering the original feelings and now desiring those things.
Give me some examples. What's
Shit, so much.
There's a lot of people saying music.
I was just listening to Doja Cat.
Doja Cat just did it. She just had a number one record. Her record.
With the Troop record. I mean, it's originally Michael Jackson 5, but all I do is think of you. Damn, I was like, ugh. You remember the first time you heard Troop?
Absolutely.
Shout out to Lil Steve and them, Chucky Booker and them, that type of production.
Yeah.
They don't even do that no more. So you have to actually outsource it by going to the crates. You know what I'm saying? And bringing that feeling back. And they don't know why it's connecting. We know because we were there.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's something about that frequency that just makes you feel good.
I was gonna ask
Even
that.
when you, my bad, like your first, you did it with yourself, with your own music.
With my own
when
music.
you recreated I Deserve.
Yeah.
And was it Please? No, it wasn't Please Don't Go. You recreated two.
I did one of my
R&B
own with I
R&B
Deserve.
money.
I was like, let me sample it before
Yes.
somebody else sample it because they're gonna take all the money.
That is so
and
good.
then I went.
No, it was the Brian McKnight one that you did. You feature Chris Brown.
It was Brian McKnight, originally Michelle and DeCocello.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there was that, and I was like, you know what? I might as well get in on this too because we rarely do that. And I was like, let me just tap into some old, and of course Brian McKnight, one of my inspirations growing up, and Michelle and DeCocello is absolute one of my favorites.
Amazing.
So I just had to get some of that.
I was going to ask you, man, that was one of my questions I have for you. Is R&B music a sound or a feeling?
It's both.
Okay.
It's both. Because it's like the feeling is expressed through the sounds. You know what I mean? Think about Devontae. Like, how was he feeling when he made that? When they were making Jodeci music, what was he on? You know what I'm saying? When Casey says, "Take my money," Jesus Christ,
my house and my
car for one hit
of you.
Okay, Shaw.
Ain't no pussy that good.
Let him work. Let him work. You gotta mean that.
Yeah.
In order for it to resonate.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, yes, you can take my money, my house, and my car for one hit of you. I mean that to this day. To this day, I mean that.
But you don't hear that now. I don't. That soul and that feeling.
By the way, that's just a slick way of telling somebody, "I'll give you the world."
Yeah,
that's what you're really saying.
Yeah, but we moved into this, kind of, simp and all of these things when it comes to taking care of women
or expressing love.
I just think that men are just they've been programmed to not be vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? They've been programmed to not cater. I don't know who started that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't pimping. It ain't player. You know what I'm saying? Because all the pimps and the players I grew up watching was taking care of they women.
But where did it end? Like, what era did it end? Because even early Trey Songz was singing his ass off to the women and expressing his love.
I think it was when the R&B singers started wanting to be rappers, and when a lot of these R&B singers probably started having sex with the rappers.
I think it's exactly what Tank said. Is guys are.
What you say?
Yeah, yo, but I'm trying to go over that, yo. What you say, yo? Say it again.
That's what I think what it was.
Say it again.
I think when the R&B singers started wanting to be rappers, and a lot of the R&B singers started sleeping with the rappers.
I don't even know what that means.
Not saying that a man can't make songs about another man and it still be a love song. Just saying, I think that they started loving on each other so much that they really was on some F the women stuff.
Yeah, and I think,
wish I could have seen Tank's face. Tank was like, "What the?"
No, but I also think that with the wanting to be with hip hop's emergence, right? It became this really cool thing that was taking over everything, the airwaves, the radio, the clubs, and all of that. And so, as R&B artists getting left behind, we're trying to figure out how to compete and stay relevant. Yeah. And so you in the club, and you're a decently hot artist, but none of your songs are being played in here. And all the songs are about bottles, and they're about cars, and they're about money, and it's not about women, it's about bitches. And so it's like, I got to incorporate some of this into my music if I'm going to survive in this new landscape. And so as we took that turn, or as R&B took that turn, it never found its balance.
I think it's the DJ's fault. And I'll tell you why. Because there used to be a time when we was growing up, in the clubs, there would be a moment where the slow songs played.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Regardless, y'all don't turn down now. Everybody be on too much drugs.
Well, yeah. I mean, there was a time, and usually it was at the end of the party, but now it comes back. Now I have a set in the middle of my party where I play R&B music in the set, and that's usually the biggest part of it because people are singing. They feel that how it felt to be during that time. So it does go back. I would say that, but I just feel like it doesn't make it cool anymore. If somebody talks about singing in the rain anymore, or talking about the girl hurt their feelings, like I was listening to Boys II Men record, and he was telling his girl cheated. And he was like, "It's okay, baby. I just want you back."
I just didn't care.
I just didn't care. But if somebody did that now, they'd be like, "Look at this simp ass." You know what I mean?
Listen, I still do it. I don't care.
You still what? Simp?
If that's what they want to call it.
Yeah, we supposed to. We married.
If I wasn't married, that's still what I'm gonna be on.
Showing that you can be vulnerable as a man, like you open it up, and then that I'm telling you, I don't care. That's what I guess I can only speak for me, but I can speak for a lot of women too. Like that is attractive when a man is not only just thinking bottles, bitches. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. No, it's you gotta speak to my soul and music, and a lot of older R&B does that for me.
Yeah.
I don't hear today.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I don't subscribe to any of that stuff. I don't care what they do or how the tables turn. I do the R&B that I love, that I fell in love with. You know what I'm saying? I watched my older uncles and everybody. I still follow their motto, and my job, I'm responsible for maintaining the line to where we treasure and we cater and we take care of our women.
And the other thing too, I think the art of lovemaking is gone. Like if you listen to like the album that you and Jay Valentine did, and that song "Slow,"
you
have had to have made love in order to truly appreciate that record. You sitting on my face, that's my type of view.
Come on, talk to him, Charlamagne. God damn it,
he's serious.
It's
a no skip.
You have to be. Listen. Men, I want to say this. I want to put this out there, and I'm gonna say this this way, and then we'll fix it up later.
Mm-hmm.
You have to fall back in love with pussy.
Mm-hmm.
You have to fall back in love with the idea. Now let's clean it up of making love to a woman.
Talk that talk. No, you're right. Talk that talk. I'm listening.
That's right.
And doing it at a high level.
That's right.
You have listen.
That's right.
You have to study
right.
a woman.
That's right.
You have to ask questions.
That's right.
You have to learn her body
Yeah.
in order to do this thing the right way.
That's right.
Every key does not start. One key doesn't start every car.
That's right.
You got to be curious
That's right.
about that thing.
That's right.
That's right.
Right? And outside of the curiosity, you have to have an affinity for it.
That's right.
You got to have a love for
You
it.
got to enjoy it.
Sit it on my face.
Yes.
That's
My
my,
type
point
of view.
My type of
Oh,
view.
my goodness. Yes.
Huh?
Can I swim in your ocean?
Can I swim
Can I drown
in
in it
your ocean?
too? Come on now.
You better.
Come
Right.
on now.
I'm scuba
You
diving.
better.
Let's go.
I love this
Yes.
shit.
Yes. Yes.
Don't do it to finish. Do it because you love it.
Listen,
pregnant. Big
listen. My
pregnant.
wife would tell you, just eat it and beat it.
Right. Talk that talk.
At a high level.
That's
right.
That's right.
I treat her like she knew
All on the
every
mustache.
time.
Talk about it. Talk about
Pause.
it. Talk about it. That ain't no pause.
You talk about your wife. Ain't no
I
pause.
just, we was facing each other.
yeah,
So I just
yeah,
said, we was looking at each other.
Represented.
I'm
They
gonna
was
fuck
in
back
that
to you.
case,
I don't care when you in the club. I don't care what no other niggas is doing.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Listen, when I used to be in the club with Jamie Foxx, and Foxx would look around in his sex space. Too many dudes in here. Y'all gotta move. That's where I'm from.
Yeah.
Where the women at?
That's right. That's right.
That's my focus.
Word. And that's not a diss. That's just the truth.
Yeah.
It is.
That's why I got all this nice shit on, man.
Your R&B singers, I would assume their muse is women at all times.
That's the point.
Yeah.
That is the point to have some type of spiritual or physical connection with a woman.
So that's what we're getting in the vault.
Oh,
That's what we're getting. We're getting
R&B
more
money
of
in the
that.
vault.
more of that.
Yeah.
More of that feeling. The shout out to Fab. Fabulous is when I say stand up, brother. Absolutely, man. I mean, pull it up for me. Not just on the song, and sometimes when you're dealing with an artist of the magnitude of Fab, like it can take you a good 4 to 6 months to get that feature. He's moving. He's in Abu Dhabi. He's he's moving around. This man said, "I got you. As soon as I get back, I'll be back in a week and a half, 2 weeks. I got you." Not only knocked that out, said, "When's the video? When we shoot? Cool, I'm on the way." Then said, "Man, where the assets so I can promote?" Like,
Fab has come from a different generation, though.
That's
yeah,
true too.
but he's still Fab. You know what I'm saying? And so your access to him, regardless of how cool you are, is still limited, right? Because he's doing what he does.
Absolutely.
And so for him to make himself available to me and for this record, man, was just really, really
Before we
big,
get started,
man.
is the
Before
name,
we get started, and this race, it's in terms of climbing the charts, is my fastest record.
Oh wow.
You know
Why do you
what I'm
think that
saying?
is?
Tempo.
Okay.
People have been waiting for tempo from me. I got the slow and the mid. I got that. But now they done let me get some tempo. Now you done fucked up.
So you did this on purpose. You wanted a tempo,
Oh,
right?
absolutely. Yeah, this is calculated. This is on purpose. I needed the right one. My guy Dirk sent me this record. I said, "You do not know what you have just done. You gave Tank tempo?"
Crazy.
It's crazy that you're still trying to make new records at this point. I mean, not saying that you can't,
No,
but you
yeah,
have
yeah.
such a catalog
Yeah.
that you really don't even have to if you don't want to.
I do,
Okay.
because I don't remember that last hit record. I don't remember it. I don't live in it. I don't live in that last outfit that I wore. You know what I'm saying? Every day is, okay, what's next? How can I beat that? That was cool, because I'm watching around me. You know what I'm saying? If need be, I'll drive up to CB's house, you know what I'm saying, and let him play me 1,000 songs. I'm like, shit, I got more work to do. You know what I'm saying? I'll look at the charts and see who's on there. I'm not. Okay, I got work to do.
Yeah.
Like, That's what drives me. Like it's so many new things happening every day that I'm like, I got to compete with that. I got to fight with that. You know what I'm saying? And it gets me up for game.
Now, your health and how you are as far as not drinking and all the things that you do, is that from what place? Is that from a place of you seeing people your age doing it and you're like, damn, they don't look as good? Or is it from I just want to be healthy type of place?
It's really healthy. I mean, it's really like I'm an athlete first. So for me, it's very important, what goes into my body, because what goes in is what comes out. You know what I'm saying? I've often been in the gym, and my motto to myself is, what will Floyd do? What will Mayweather do? You know what I'm saying? Because I've watched him buy 30 bottles. You know what I'm saying? I've watched the people around him rolling up smoke, and I've watched the people around him just indulge. I watched him do none of it, and then grab his stuff out the back of the truck when we leave the club and run home. I said, that's what $1 billion looks like. I want that. So when me and my guy Gaines get in there, like, it's not a game. This part of what I do, as it correlates to who I am as an artist, it's not why I do it. I would be doing this anyway.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be 150. You know what I'm saying? Still pulling up to the Breakfast Club.
150?
Yeah.
Shoot,
Who gonna be here then?
We ain't gonna be here.
Listen, I pray y'all are still here, but if y'all not, I'm still.
I think I'll be here. I got 101.
You got 101?
101.
Listen, I why can't we?
Yeah.
150?
Why not?
About 100. 150?
Why not?
I'm not gonna say we can't. I'm not gonna put a limitation on it. You know what I mean?
It's all in what you're putting in.
Did what happened with Jamie scare you too?
Yeah, absolutely. And it just goes back to the idea of you just never know. You just never know, and it's not something you can predict, not something you can, for his situation, prevent. You know what I mean? Sometimes your body will just, the alert is detrimental, right? Your body telling you something is wrong is sometimes, the alarm is damn near fatal. You know what I mean? And that's just life. And so, yeah, it's scary. I mean, just because he's, one of my best friends, but just like it could have easily been either one of us.
You know what I find interesting about that situation too? Because you talk about, giving people their flowers while they're here. When it seemed like Jamie, I don't want to say this, but may not have made it. Like, people didn't know.
Yeah.
Everybody was giving him his flowers. As soon as he made it, it's like all of that kind of just stopped.
Went away.
It's like when he was, like, we were preaching that Jamie's the greatest of all. He's one of the most talented human beings. And as soon as you realize he's okay, it's just like all of that stopped.
I want to say our culture, we have a thing about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody passes and then we run the music up the charts. You know what I mean? We have a thing about our legendary artists that we just don't preserve until it's too late. You know what I mean? I was having this conversation yesterday about Boyz II Men, right? Boyz II Men is the highest selling group of all times. Not the highest selling black group, the highest selling group.
Wow.
Really?
And I actually remember a time where I was sending my sister to go see a Boyz II Men concert at a venue that only held 400 people. How is that even possible?
Right.
That we let Boyz II Men get to that. Now they back now. They 6-7 figures to good now, right? But how is it that we let that happen? Whereas in the Rolling Stones can pop out every summer.
I was gonna say that
Sold out
but
stadium.
they're not that good, and they should be that good. If they the number one selling, they should be on some Rolling Stones to do the Garden 3 times, 4 times, 5 times in a row every year.
U2. We can run down the list of those legendary artists from those other cultures that still get to run it up, and we just throw our legends away so casually, like they didn't build this. That's we can't do
Sad,
that.
yeah.
You said, what the highest selling group in what category?
R&B? I mean,
R&B maybe? I don't know.
Boyz II Men?
I don't know. I'm looking.
look
I'm
it up.
asking. Yeah.
Google that.
Yeah, Mr. Dexter's laboratory over there.
Dexter?
Always
Look it
just,
up.
Yeah,
you know.
Boyz II Men. Yeah.
But you're right. But even think about it.
Highest selling R&B group of all time.
But even think about it like this: no disrespect to Michael Bivins. Michael Bivins should be 100 millionaire if that's the case, because he founded them and them records are still moving.
Well, I mean, that's business, right? And so, I was in the New Edition story. You know what I'm saying? So how all that business came about and what went on behind those, that's a different conversation. But ultimately, yes. You know what I'm saying? The conversation should be Michael Bivins pioneered X, Y, and Z. Let's make sure that he has a job or a high-level position curating the next generation of, you know what I'm saying? When people come on my podcast, like I yell at all these people. I yell at Sean Garrett. I yell at, all these pioneers who come on our podcast. I'm like, what are you doing? Mike City, what are you doing? You know so much about this game. You've curated so many moments, so much music, have blessed so many artists. What are you doing? You know this. What are we doing to preserve our genre of music?
Right.
Yeah.
And so, I've challenged everybody, and we're taking the challenge on too. R&B Money is taking on the challenge. We R&B everything.
The R&B Money
Festival.
podcast with Tank and J Balvin on the Black Effect iHeartRadio podcast network.
Yes.
What is the meaning of the R&B Money? Like why is it your podcast? Why is it the albums? What does that mean? What does that brand mean? R&B Money.
People love money. People love the idea that something makes money, that is successful, and that is just attractive to people. The word money, right? You can't get past it. Like as soon as you heard Young Money, it's like, oh, them some young niggas getting money.
Right.
As soon as you heard Cash Money, like, oh, they money isn't all cash. Like you just love money.
Yeah.
And so for me, it's like associating R&B with success. We could be deep and put some other nuances to it. You know what I'm saying? A glamorous R&B, or you know what I'm saying, or top shelf R&B. No, for simple people, R&B money.
R&B Money.
This is how we live, and all this you see came from R&B.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Now, when I listen to a song like "Wanna Love," is love when it comes to R&B, the sound or the feeling, is it simply sexual?
No.
Okay.
No. It can't be, because love is not those things. Like we say, wanna make love, like that. It sounds good. You know what I'm saying? That's just the physical aspect of it. But love is the choice you make about somebody every day. It's not an actual feeling. Love is a choice that you have to make every day. So I'm rocking with you, right? Good or bad or ugly. Like when we were just talking about somebody, when he said, I know you were seeing that other fella. That's part of it. I didn't marry into perfection. I married under the idea that, hey man, whatever it is, we just gonna rock through it. I chose you to walk through life with. And that means whatever comes with that.
Love got to be a feeling though, right?
No, that's euphoria.
Really?
Yeah.
Break that down for me, Take. I ain't get there yet.
Love is a choice.
Okay.
It's a choice, right? As we go back, let's say you're Christian. Let's say you're a devout Christian. You're into the Bible. The choice that was made was that Jesus said, I'm going to die for you. God so loved the world that he sent. It wasn't a feeling. He set something in motion because that's how you show the love. I'm going to send my son, and then he's going to die. Another choice that he made. He didn't have to die. He could have tore that whole thing down.
But you only make that choice for things that you have feelings for, right? Like I don't wake up every day and choose to love something that I don't have any love for.
It's a commitment. It's a commitment to your purpose, right? You get good feelings from it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just you being connected to the universe. Things feel good. You know what I'm saying? And when you're on a certain path that you're connected to, it feels even better because it's connected to your purpose or connected to, like when you have deja vu and you're like, I feel like I've been here before. I feel like I'm supposed to be here. You feel that, right? But that's just feelings.
Yeah.
Love is a choice. I have to decide how I express that choice, and we just call it love.
So war
That's
is a
fine.
choice too, then. War is a choice too.
100%.
Okay. You got a song on the new album called War. And
100%.
It made me say, if you know your behavior is going to cause war, why choose it, Tink?
Sometimes you can't help yourself. You cannot help yourself. It's we're not perfect people.
That is true.
We're not.
But you know you ain't supposed to spend that $10,000 in the club. You know you ain't supposed to come
sometimes you
home
can't
late,
help yourself.
You're a married man. You're not supposed to do
You ain't
that.
never been in a club and the moment just got good to you. I just feel like we need 3 more bottles. We need 3 more bottles and we need 5 more thousand and ones.
Not in my 40s.
Not this age.
No, I'm not saying right now.
Yeah.
I'm just saying when you started really getting that money.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Like when you in the strip club and you in a zone.
You talking to somebody that picks up singles off the floor though?
That was back in the day. Relax. I was at war with myself.
When you're in the strip club and you get in a zone, just bring me more ones. I'll figure it out after this.
It's like
remember you could manipulate the where you go get the money from, the machine? Remember you could manipulate the ATM on the weekends?
No.
A lot of people too young for that. You remember you could go to different ATMs and grab money out based on the balance that you have
on Friday.
And they wouldn't catch it until Monday. You'd be overdrawn like
I remember. Oh yeah.
like $1,500.
Jesus.
But I had to get to the strip club. They needed to see me.
They needed to see me.
And I couldn't come in empty-handed.
Yo, this man is crazy.
How much have you spent at the strip club, Tay? How much you think you spent at the strip
most
club?
in
I
one
don't
night.
know.
On
That
war, he
much?
said 10,000.
No, I mean the most in one night, maybe
Yeah.
not something like maybe like a little 40, 50, nothing crazy.
40, 50,000?
Yeah.
At strip club?
What you mean a
Nothing
little
crazy?
40, 50?
What's wrong with that?
That's a lot of money. $50,000 in a strip club.
In relation
To what?
to what you make.
No.
Someone who only he said no.
Tank said, I'm acting my wage. I don't know about y'all.
Y'all niggas don't let me know what y'all
Sometimes you
make.
save up for that moment. I've seen real money being spent in a club.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I've been with BMF with real money. That 50,000 I'm talking about is nothing.
Yeah.
They was throwing all hundreds when I walked in with him. And like in Charlamagne fashion, I had my shirt out. I need to catch some of this.
That's right.
I'm not gonna dance, but all this can't hit the floor. Like I've seen it.
What do strip clubs do for R&B singers? Like, we know why rappers go to the strip club. Like, you know, they want to get their music played, yada, yada. What's the...
Because at the time, our music was being played in there. So you forget, my music is being played in strip clubs.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I host strip clubs.
Yeah.
They call me and they play When We, they play Fucking With Me. They play, I got shit. that
Yeah, no,
plays.
you do. Listen, Home,
Yeah.
When You Dance. You got a song called When You Dance.
When You Dance.
Yeah.
I got shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? And so when they dance to my music, then I have to reward them for that.
That makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I have to take care of them for that.
So you go to the strip club for free. The money that you make at the strip club, you give back.
Just give it back. He like, no, don't be dumb.
It's the Give Back program. I remember when I was the first artist to host King of Diamonds. And I remember when I hosted King of Diamonds, I think I might have got like 15 to 20,000 for it. And I foolishly got all that in ones. But I had a time. I went back, played basketball, had some food. I looked up one time, my guy Aaron Corsall, he was eating steak.
Play basketball where?
King of Diamonds.
Oh, they do
Go
got
to
a
Miami.
basketball.
They got
Oh,
barbershop,
yeah.
basketball,
Barbershop.
everything.
Barbershop,
everything in
That
there.
nigga, so y'all niggas won't even leave. It's like, nope.
They had the soap. They had the suds you could get in the pool. Like I left like one time 7 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
I was walking out. Strippers was dressed.
You had
we
a
walked out
residency.
together.
Yeah, the residency.
Residency.
In an apartment. That was before you was married, though.
No, yeah. Well, but war is just a depiction of that. You know what I'm saying? This means war. Look how late I'm walking in. I'm in some random club drinking with my friends.
What does your wife say when she hears these stories?
She's indifferent. You know what I'm saying? Because she don't like strip clubs at all.
So she doesn't go with you.
No. And I'd be like, babe, you should go with me. You know what I'm saying? We had this rule where I wouldn't go, and then I just started breaking the rules and was like, look, I'm going. grown ass man. You can tell me where I can't go. But it was because I would go in there and I would kind of be irresponsible. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I understand if you're spending $50,000, she'd probably like
no,
Tank.
It's that. And so there's if you're gonna go, you're gonna have a good time. Like, don't forget, you got a family. Like, let's just So
damn, how good of a time are you having when you forget you have a family? You know how much of a time you must be having in the strip club to forget you got a family?
It's if she looking at the Amex, you know what I'm saying, and then there's a tab for $12,000. Like, what are we doing?
That's right.
What are we doing? Come on now.
That's what you need a wife for. That's nice.
You need an accountability system.
That's right.
I absolutely need that.
That's right.
So that's just kind of our thing. But in this song, I just wanted to make sure to tell that story. 'Cause every man goes through this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where they just want to do what they want to do. They want to do their thing. I see you calling me, but I'm rocking right now.
Yeah.
And so it's like you said, it's starting a war.
Yeah.
You know you're starting a war.
Yeah.
But you're like, you know what? I'll fight that battle when I get home. Fuck it. It is what it is.
Well, it almost got a country feel to it a little bit.
It's very country.
Is that on purpose? Like,
It's
because
very
of
on
the time
purpose.
that's going, everything?
No, I did this record 3 years ago.
Wow.
Mm.
And I was like, oh, y'all finally caught up. Cool. I'll drop it.
Mm.
My guys, Javon, co-captains, they produced it. And when they sent it to me, I was like, bro, this is so different.
Mm-hmm.
And when I wrote it, I was like, okay, let me tell this story. Because country is still a good place where you can tell those stories.
It's the best.
And the best.
To me.
And so that's where that came from. But I've been there. Everybody just now, trying to be country. I've been there.
A lot of these songs songs that you have been done. I mean, is that why it's called The Vault? Because you think of a vault and you like, this is what I had.
That one is the only one.
Okay.
That I had already. What's the other one? Come Inside.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
You know all about that.
You know.
Yeah.
Hey,
that met her at a special place. She just relived that shit.
All right.
Yeah. She's a dang. That was the Kevin Hart dance. Dang. And that record, and I had that record, but I did that record at the Love Camp for Puff. For Diddy in his album, and when he was going through records, this song didn't make the cut, and I called him. I was like, bro, because he was holding all the records. Everything was done at the camp. He's mine. I pay for the, you know what I'm saying? I pay for the camp, and rightfully so. He can do that. You know what I'm saying? Whoever pays for that studio time and all that.
So how did the camp work? He paid y'all to write records, and he just kept.
Well,
everything?
I mean, he created the atmosphere. So bought the studio, set up the tents. Like, he just did a whole thing. Chefs, bar, like, you know how Puff do it. This was in L.A.
Fantastic album that album was too, by the way.
Great
Love
album.
album was fantastic.
Yeah.
Great album. So I wasn't mad. I was like, man, it's some great music on there. I'm not mad. Jazzy did her thing on there. I was like, crazy album. But a lot of times when artists have these records, that they hold them until they need them. They'll use them for the next project or whatever. And I hit him. I was like, Diddy, I need that record, man. Can you please let me get that record? I said, Playboy, I got you, King. You good, man. Run with it. And that was love on his part, man. Because most artists, they don't do that.
How many did you write on the record, on the album?
I didn't write any on the album.
None on the album.
Yeah, I mean, I submitted a lot. I did a lot of work, but for me, like, I don't really go to camps. You know what I'm saying? I don't go to the whole, 1,000 producers, 1,000 writers.
Yeah.
But when he hit me, he was like, "Bro, you're the best at it, and I just need you. I need you in the building. I need people to see that you're here, because that's gonna make people, oh, Tank here. I got to go hard. I got to go crazy." And so I was there for the energy, but also to participate. Work with Cardiac, who's super dope. Eric Bellinger, all those guys was up there. You know what I'm saying? Like the room. I mean, when I say it was crazy, it was crazy. Like the people that came, that showed up for Diddy for that camp, it was crazy. It was crazy. So I was just happy they let me walk with that record. Yeah.
You were about to go on tour with another OG, Carl Thomas. Yes.
One of the greatest R&B albums of all time.
Oh
is
my
Emotional.
God.
Not even close.
And people, I've seen people ask me, people ask me why you choose Carl Thomas, why you choose Kerry Hilson. I'm like, you don't hear it.
Emotional is literally one of the greatest R&B albums.
Like you don't
Top
hear
to
it.
bottom, love making music.
You know what I'm saying? Like when we down at them doo-wops with Mike Gardner down in Miami, and them Carl Thomas records come on, it's a thing.
Absolutely.
Shit really happens.
Listen.
Play some of them Carrie Hilson records, like things happen.
Yeah.
I was like, first of all, I want to go on tour with my friends. I want to go on tour with people I like. But then two, I want to be out there as this is an R&B money tour. I want the catalog to be expensive. With some expensive catalogs. You know, Carrie got Hot 100s. Carl Thomas has timeless R&B.
I'm talking about
Timeless.
I'm in parties today, right now, with Summer Rain. They play that at the top, in the middle of the party, at the end. Like they bring what? And I grabbed the mic. I don't care where I'm at. No karaoke even playing.
Give
I'm
me
like, I sing
give me
the whole.
some. Give me a little.
Oh my gosh, come on, Tank. You gotta pay for that.
Charlamagne has given us, you know,
That's right.
he's blessed us with his.
Storming
Come on.
outside when she keeps me home. That's my song. That's all you got.
Yeah.
That was
the baby singing. That's what
That was my wife in college. But we
yeah,
had that
man.
dorm rocking with Carl Thomas. Carl Thomas Emotional and Joe. My name is Joe. Ooh, ooh.
I gotta do a tour with Joe too.
Yeah, man.
A tour and a song.
I love that.
People have been wanting that for quite some time. You know what I'm saying? I get you know, Joe likes to hide until it's time. You know what I'm saying? He like, well, you know, I'll be out, Playboy. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pop out. I'm gonna see what's going on.
You mentioning everybody but TGT. I ain't hear nothing about no Tyrese and Genuine. What's up with that?
Yeah.
But you was in the studio with Reese. I saw you in the studio working on My Beautiful Pain.
I was over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, you know, we're at a great place, man.
Yeah.
We're at a great place where I think now everybody collectively sees the value in what we are, in what we created. And it's this resurgence of just that feeling of R&B. And so you got two guys from the 90s who got classic catalogs. You got me coming in from the 2000s who came up under these guys. And people are hungry and thirsty for that. And so you're gonna see some TGT. You know, fortunately, thank God you're gonna.
Y'all
see
got an
some,
album or?
No, I don't know if we have an album, but we do have a couple moments
Yeah.
that we're lining up that are gonna be very special. So that's all I can really say about that.
And I saw you the other night, man. I don't know where y'all was at, but Flavor Flav was singing.
He was.
I forgot what he was singing. Was it
They were honoring I don't want to get this wrong. The BP.
I don't remember.
See there, I don't want to mess up the name of the organization. Ashana hit me and was like, "We're honoring Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, and we need you to do what you do." And I was like, "Cool, I'm in." You say Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, I'm in. I don't care what it is. And so we're honoring them, and Babyface is there, and you know I don't want to pressure Babyface to sing, but he's there, and I'm like, Babyface, if you want to sing, you can. You don't have to. And they started playing one of his songs, and we were singing, and Face was like, "Nah, let me handle that, young fella." And he started singing. Flavor Flav just came out of nowhere, and just started singing.
You look surprised that he could hold a note.
No, that wasn't surprise. It was just like think about it.
It's like, why'd you take the mic from Babyface to give it to Flavor Flav?
I did. My thing is, Babyface is singing.
Got you.
All right.
Yeah.
And Flavor Flav has the gall and audacity
to take the mic from Babyface.
to run up and start singing against Babyface.
Yeah.
Why didn't you stop it? That's why the game need referees, Tank. You supposed to stop that right there. And
You big enough to stop him, pause.
At that moment, right, it only goes one way. It only looks like disrespect.
Yeah.
In front of that many people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like now it's Flavor Flav. He is Flavor Flav.
Right.
Let's not discredit him. He is who he is.
That's right, absolutely.
And then I run up on him and say, "Hey, nigga, Babyface singing. Hold on right now, nigga. Hold on.
but
Nigga.
didn't he disrespect Babyface in a way?
Babyface has to fight that battle." Listen, and don't think that if Babyface felt the way, he wouldn't have handled it.
Right.
Babyface is, listen, the songs are nice and soft and meek. Babyface is not. He's a nice guy, but he's nobody's sucker. I promise you, if he felt the way, and he would have, and I was kind of following his lead.
Gotcha.
If Babyface would have looked like he wasn't feeling it, then we would have handled that way. But it was all in good fun. It was all in good fun.
Well, R&B Money, The Vault is out
Vault,
right now.
say it again.
The Vault is out right now, and we appreciate you for joining us.
We'll be out on the 26th.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah, it's out. Well, it's out right now, right?
Yeah, it's out right now.
It's out right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you gonna? What are you gonna do with this music?
You already know what I'm doing. I gotta wait. I can't. Ain't too much I can do right now because I can't get pregnant twice in one.
How far along are you?
5 months. I'm about to be 6.
5 months?
Yep.
That's a good time.
So yeah, I'm still look. I'm still on R&B Money.
That's a good time.
You can still move and groove in 5 months.
Oh yeah, I'm still moving and grooving.
No,
Trust and believe. I can't get
let me
pregnant
tell you
again.
something. My wife was pregnant.
It's some of the best.
The best time ever.
Some of the best.
Best time ever.
Some of the best.
Crazy.
Best
Some of the
time
best.
Oh,
ever.
the secretion.
Yeah.
Oh
Some
my
of the best.
God.
Some of the best.
It's something extra in there.
It is.
Can I swim in your ocean?
Oh,
Can I drown in it
he's
too?
talking about both times. I just.
I know that's right. I know that's
Oh,
right. You know how
it's-
many people I put on to
Oh,
R&B
it's-
Money? It's a no skip.
It's like an ointment. It's,
All right, Tank.
it's moist.
Album out right now is Tank. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up.
In the morning.
The Breakfast Club.